How to set up a paint sprayer. I have a Magnum X3 here. We have X5 and X7 too. X3 means it sprays like 3 coats of roller paint, and X5 means it sprays like 5 coats, and X7 means it's like 7 coats. And also there is a crown here, and you can adjust the amount of paint that comes out the sprayer. Depending on how much are you gonna spray, you have to adjust it. And maybe if you wanna have it a little bit more spread even, or or decrease the actual width of the spray when you are spraying it. So it's gonna help you to adjust it and have the exact amount paint coming out of the sprayer as you wish. So for now, we have to first initialize it. We have to figure out how the paint should goes into it, and then start using it. Before plug it into the actually power, we have to make sure it's off. And I'm gonna plug it in. Because mine is a little bit small, I have to put something underneath and to bring it up, stay like this, and I have to put this inside the paint. Before that, you have to prepare at least 3 buckets. 1 bucket of clean water, 1 bucket, doesn't matter if it's clean or not because we want it for wastewater, and the 1 bucket of the paint or primer, whatever you have. So I don't need the clean water for now, so I'm gonna put it underneath. I'll bring this up, I put it here. And then I have my primer right here, and also this bucket for actually my wastewater. Now it's time to connect the hose. I would always recommend that you should use the paint sprayer extension. It's good and really handy because when you are holding this, there is a small head comes with it, and because there is no enough space from the handle to the bit of the sprayer, it's not gonna be easier than painting when you have an extension. So in that case, I would recommend you to have an extension. You would install it to this. And in this case, you have enough space between the paint sprayer head and yourself, and you are not gonna paint yourself too because there is enough space. So that's why I recommend this. You don't need to tighten it so much. It's okay. And for the other end that we have this, we have to connect this to the paint sprayer. But this one has to be tightened a little bit more, not just with hand, because it's gonna have a leak if you just tighten it with hand. So I'm gonna tighten it a little bit, not too much. Still I can tighten it with hand, yeah. Wherever you cannot tighten it with your hand, you can go just like a half a spin. That's it. It's enough. So now you have to put this big hose inside the primer or paint you have, and then also you have to put this smaller hose for the wastewater inside the bucket you have for the wastewater. Button here, when it goes down like this, it goes for spraying. When it's up, it's like for priming. For preparation of the paint sprayer, it has to be in this position, and it has to be in this position, and as soon as we prepare it, then it has to go down, and after we bring it down, we have to adjust the amount of paint coming out of the paint sprayer with this crown. So for now, I'm gonna bring this up, prepare the painter, prepare the sprayer for the operation, and then we'll go together to the other process. So for now we are okay. It's plugged in and it's actually turned on. As soon as I rotate this or spin this to the right, it's gonna suck in the paint inside the paint sprayer. And the last time I watched this, there are some water inside it. It's gonna pass out the water, or it's gonna bring out the water and actually replace it with the primer. And as soon as I see the primer, I'll put this inside the bucket too. We are gonna do it together. So now I'm gonna rotate this. You are not gonna hear me anymore. Looks like there is no water inside it. It's all primer and it's ready to paint. So I'm gonna put it inside the bucket. And now I'm gonna bring this button down to the spraying position and spin it to the right again. Yeah, there is no noise anymore, but it's ready to paint. See here? You can adjust the pressure as you can adjust the pressure by spinning the crown to the right. And there is also water inside this hose too. You have to spray till you see the primer coming out of the hose. Do not start painting since you haven't seen the primer. You have to spray into the bucket, the waste bucket you have provided before, till you see the primer. What is it? You could see actually like a plastic on top of this extension, or even the other one you have. If you rotate it or spin it to the right or left like this, it's gonna go. You see the arrow pointing to the front, it means it's in the spray position. But if you rotate it and it's opposite of the arrow, it's ready for preparation it for spraying. So now you have to just hold this till you see the primer. There is still water inside it. This is all water. This is not the primer. You have to position it. You have to position it the opposite of the arrow to get rid of the water first, because when it's in this position and you are spraying, it's just gonna spray water and it's gonna take time to prepare it. But when you rotate it to this opposite arrow, you can prepare it as soon as possible, and you have to just hold the handle. You have to just use this and spray till you see the primer. It's still water. Still water. Because the last time I washed this, I have to wash it with the water. The water goes inside this hose and it takes time to reach the primer. It has to be pure primer. If the water is inside this hose, it's gonna actually ruin your drywall and it's gonna peel it off. You have to make sure, even waste a little bit of your primer, but make sure that it's all primer sided, it's not contain water. You can also have a piece of actually cardboard to make sure what is it and test it. You see? Now it's primer. You can make sure with a piece of cardboard to see if it's water or primer. Now it's primer. Now we have reached the primer and it's ready to paint. To start priming, you can spin it back again to the left. It's ready for priming now, it's spraying now. You can adjust the amount of spray by rotating this or spinning this crown to the right or left. As soon as you go to the left, it's gonna spray a little bit less, and if you go to the right, it's gonna spray more. Depends on how much spray you want, but do not spray too much, because if you spray too much and your drywall get lots of primer, it's gonna get cracked, and actually later when it gets dried, it's gonna actually peel off. So don't do that, and just go with the fair amount of paint. If you do it for one time, you can figure it out. This is not that hard. Before using the paint sprayer, there are some type of plastic like this, and which comes with a tape on the top. You can use it to cover wherever you don't want to get painted, like this electrical panel, this modem here. I'm gonna cover them, or the switches or outlets or whatever you are gonna just prevent getting painty. I'm gonna also cover the door here from outside, because I don't want the paint to go out. I just want the paint inside this room. So yeah, these are too handy. You can just use them and just tape it, and then there is like a blade teeth here. You can just rip it up with the helping of this, because it's hard to rip it with a knife or scissors or whatever. It's really handy, and you can just rip it up easily. So you can buy this separately, and buy the plastic separately too. You can just put it inside this, and then you can use it. So for now here, I'm gonna use the tape to cover this area. People also use this when they paint, for example, the walls and the ceiling, and they want to have two types of paint. For example, for the ceiling, it is going to be like a flat finish and white, and for the walls, people may choose like a beige paint, or even like a green or blue paint. That's their choice. But when you do that, when you are using the paint sprayer, you have to first paint the drywalls, and then cover the drywall with this, like going exactly with the edge of the tape on the corners, and then cover it. So when you are painting the ceilings, the paint of the ceiling is not gonna sit on the drywalls too, because your drywall is already been painted in blue, and if you spray the white paint on it, you are gonna ruin it. But this one, you can cover it, and then you can also, there are some layers underneath. You can just expand it more, or by opening it, and it's really good. It's really good. I can't tell you how much. Or even not just for the painting, when you're moving, when you're doing something like dusty, you don't want to actually, you want to prevent the dust inside your home. I'm gonna measure. Then this part has to be taped with a regular tape to cover the sides too. Here, bottom of it, and then the right side. You cannot paint in any direction or position like this. You have to actually go properly on the walls, and you have to go at least 50% overlap. When you do one coat, you have to go the other coat at least 50% overlap on the previous one. So don't be like that. Don't go like that, and close your eyes. Don't go like that. You have to focus. You have to see, because if you spray more, it's gonna crack the walls, or it's gonna be peeled off later. So make sure you go in a position that you exactly know, and make sure you don't spray too much, you don't spray too less. You have to go one way, and then the other way has to come on it at least 50%. So forget this. Go like this. It's harder than even the roller. The only benefit it has, you don't need to go and actually paint the corners by brush and then with the roller and do it several times. But it has another disadvantage is you have to prepare it, you have to wash it. It's gonna suck in lots of paint to paint an area. So there are pros and cons. You have to know if it's worth it or not. And actually the other thing is you have to prepare the place, the area you are gonna paint, like this or whatever you see, and you are gonna prevent painting. You have to cover everywhere and make sure there's nothing left, and then start spraying, because when you are spraying it's not easy to go for the covering in the middle of the spraying. It's gonna be boring, and actually it's not possible. And so be ready for all scenarios, make the preparation, prepare everywhere, and then start spraying. As you see, I'm going like 50% overlap on the wall. Again, 50% overlap. I'll go for the first coat. You have to have a fair amount of space between your hand and the wall. Do not stick to the wall too much. After we finish the job, now it's time for cleaning. The cleaning is actually the same, but in adverse. We have to put this big hose inside the clean water and then turn the switch back into the prime position. When we turn the switch back on the prime position, the primer is gonna actually come out inside the big hose, goes to this is a small hose, and then goes into the waste bucket. So you are not gonna hear me anymore because this is too noisy, but I'm gonna show you how it's gonna come out. You have to go till you see just water. You have to see the water, the clean water comes out of this hose. We put it back again like painting. We put it inside the primer, but now we put it inside the clean water. And then we switch to spray position. Now it's time to clean up the hose. Now we have to spray till we see just clean water comes out of the actually hose. Now there is just clean water. It has to be clean. It has to be clean that much you can wash your hand with, and you do not have to see any trace of the primer. Now it's done. You can clean up the extension, the other parts of the hose if you want. You can have actually a cloth in your hand to clean them all, but I have to do the painting too. I'm not gonna do it so much for now. I'm gonna leave it for now and then do the other part later. Thank you for watching. In this video we covered actually painting or spraying, and also how to initialize the sprayer machine and how to wash it. So I hope this video has something for you to learn. I'm just sharing what I know so you can share it with the other, or at least use it to save some money. So please subscribe me if you found this video useful, and I hope to see you in the next videos. You can check out my other videos. I have videos about plastering, sanding, and so on, about bathroom renovation, garage framing, or whatever. I am just gonna keep going and post more videos. If you think there is anything in this channel for you, subscribe me. Thank you and take care.